Hello everyone, I'm just trying to bring this up on my tablet, as I usually do. You'll be able to skip ahead a minute or two. Am I in the picture?
The music.
It shows it's live. Alright, apparently I'm going to have to flip the camera around here because my tablet is not picking up the video right now. So I will have to do it this way as soon as I find the flip button. I'm not getting the ability to flip. Bear with me while I get this to flip. The flip button has disappeared. Alright, maybe my assistant can tell me if I'm in the video or not again.
Okay. Hello, guys.
Is it, yeah, for some reason the video is not showing flipped. But that being said, that's strange. This has never happened. This is a new phone, so this could be part of the issue. It's not giving me some options that I want where I usually get them. Yeah, that's okay. So, am I in the video? Can you see me? Because for some reason, the camera won't allow me to flip the lens.
Yes. You're in the...
Which means that I am not going to be able to see it. So, I'm sure people aren't happy with me right now that they're gonna...
You have one person.
Yes, I know there's one person watching.
Yay! Please like and subscribe.
Quiet, you. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to a place where I can watch what I do. Okay, I guess I have to do this a different way this time. So, keto, 2 years later. Before I start that, I do have to flip my chicken. So, put this here, and you guys can watch me flip my chicken first. I wasn't going to bore you with another chicken video because I have a new air fryer here, a new air fryer oven. It's still in the box, so I'll be doing that at some point when I get a chance. Things have been busy. So I'm just starting to make some dinner here. And the purpose of today's video was, it has been 2 years since I started keto. I started on January 15th of 2019. I weighed in at 244.4 pounds. Last year, when I did my 1 year update, I was down 85 pounds. Now, a lot has changed since then. Personally, work-wise, all that happy stuff, family-wise. Let me get this flipped and back in. I like to spin this around so I can put it in the air fryer in the other direction. Let me get this in there quick. These are those wing tips here that I talk about. I like to put them in, and there's just a little bit of meat and skin on there that I like to eat. Hey Jack, how are you? Thanks for joining in. Let me see. This is a brand new phone. It's giving me a little trouble. I wish it would have zoomed in more. Unfortunately, it's not doing that right now. So let me step back. 2 years ago today, I started keto. I was at 244.4 pounds. And as I started out, I just went straight to keto. It was probably more or less dirty keto. And then that was January 15th. I wanted to be fit by 50, they called it. And in August was my birthday, and I was down 60 pounds. However, just before my birthday, on June 23rd, I started running. And that helped me lose an additional 25 pounds. Come December of 2019, I was injured, and I had a double inguinal hernia surgery, so I had to take it easy, and I just did the exercise bike a little bit, which was actually okay because it got really cold at that point, and while I could tolerate the cold, it just didn't make a lot of sense. So I have an exercise bike downstairs, and did that. And at that point, I was still about 85 pounds down, give or take. I mean, it ranges. Example is today I am 81 pounds down, and I see that 4 pounds sometimes, and I think people with anorexia, they always see themselves as fat, and I still see that sometimes, and I'll get to that in a second. So I'm 81 pounds down today, but 3 months ago I was 90 pounds down, and the reason the 90 pounds happened was I had to go into work, and the rules changed. We didn't have personal space there anymore, so I couldn't go in with snacks and food to kind of keep my, hunger pains away per se. So I dropped down to 90 pounds, but now I'm back to normal. The other thing is last year, in January 2020, when I was injured, I had trained my body to eat 1,800 to 2,000 calories max every day. Let me set this before I forget, because I will forget. Sorry, kind of lost my place, but I had trained my body to eat 1,800 calories a day and below 20 carbs. Well, I work out now a little bit in the home, and I can show you that. Well, actually, that might be a good time to show you what I have. I have the exercise bike downstairs, which will it allow me to flip the camera on? See, it used to allow me to do that, but I can't anymore. So let me give you a little tour. Right here is my pull-up bar, and I did a video on my exercises, and I use that at night. I got my exercise band and jump rope, which I really don't use much just because of my shoulder. It's believe it or not. And I bought these recently. These are the Weeder weights. They go from 10 to 50 pounds. You can do 10, 15, 5 pound increments if you just offset the weight, which I do. So I use those probably every day as well. So that's where I sit with that. And I do it right in the office, so if I'm working and I got a couple minutes for a break, well, guess what I do? I will lift the weights, and I'll do it, just like push-ups. Now, I've gotten lazy with the push-ups during the day, just because my mind is in 100 different places. So, again, while I still do push-ups, I don't do them as often. Now, back to the 1,800 calories. Since I started working out, my brother says, when you were doing keto, you did high fat, mid protein and low carb. I started working out, and he goes, you're at a point where you can't overdo the protein. So I've been increasing my count. So instead of 1,800 calories or 2,000 calories, now I'm doing 4,000 calories. And instead of a maximum of 20 carbs, I've been known to go to 30, maybe 35 carbs. And my protein, where I used to try to keep it at 105 to 120, I'm now doing 200, and the same with fat, was about 140, and now I'm getting close to 200. Depends on what I eat that day. I was also only eating 2 meals a day. When I first started, I was doing 3, a small breakfast, which might have been a protein bar, or might have been some nuts and some sausage or something like that, some breakfast sausage, and then I went to 2 bigger meals. Well, now I'm doing 3 meals and a snack. So as you can see, I doubled my intake, and it's only costed me 4 pounds. But taking into consideration that I stopped running because I'm doing the bike, I believe I don't burn as many calories biking as I do running. So for me, that's what it comes down to is, sorry, just trying to plan ahead for those weights to come out, is, I got to keep more active. Now, I did order a treadmill. I was going to get a NordicTrack or Proform. My wife's niece advised against it, said, I've had NordicTrack, they're bad. She said, look at Sol, or S-O-L-E, Soleil, I don't know how you want to pronounce it. That being said, I ordered the best fold-up treadmill, so it would take up less room downstairs. They have 4 horsepower, good stuff. It was the new 2021 model. It arrived on Tuesday. But there was a gotcha. They shipped the wrong version. I was supposed to get the 2021 model. They sent me the 2020 model. So now I got this 315-pound pallet downstairs that I got to wait 2 weeks for them to pick up. And I'm annoyed by that because they dropped it. I knew it was wrong, but the driver couldn't take it back because he popped it down. I signed for it. The packing slip was right, but the box wasn't the right one. And I give my niece a hard time about that. My wife's niece, that it's all her fault. So hopefully I can get that resolved within the next 2 weeks and go to running. Also to make the bike less boring is I was watching YouTube videos, but now that I've upgraded my cell phone plan, I get Netflix free. So I place the bike in front of the big TV and I can now watch a movie. So I think I'm going to be watching a lot of movies in the next few months. And the good thing about the treadmill is, right now, even when the weather gets better, it's dark still, and I get hit by a car almost once a week, and I've been tapped by a car once or twice. And I've had to run in the middle of the street to avoid being hit by a car because I was going and they weren't looking, playing with their phones, whatever. So this is going to be good because when it's still dark, even though people don't pay attention in the daytime, I will be able to go downstairs, run on the treadmill. It's not a Peloton, however, it's really well built and I can use the Peloton app with it. So that's okay as far as that goes. What else? So, things are pretty much the same. For instance, when I have salad dressings over here, and I used to do salads for lunch, both lunch and dinner. And now I just do it maybe once, so instead of twice a day, and I do a lot. I get a huge bowl, which, I'll show you the bowl. It's this bowl right here. That's pretty big. I was doing 2 of those a day. And this is your good seasoned salad dressing right here. There's one with the balsamic vinaigrette, and that has 8 carbs, the balsamic, per serving. This is my homemade good seasons. I make a big batch of it. Instead of balsamic vinaigrette, I use red wine vinegar, which has no carbs. Now I'm being nitpicky about that, but I'd rather use the carbs for something else. And here is my all-season mix, which has 1.5 cups of pink Himalayan salt, 1 cup of ground pepper, a 1/2 cup of garlic powder or granulated garlic, and then I throw in some smoked paprika and some like chili powder or something like that, or red pepper. And this is my own taco seasoning I make. And the reason why I do these is because there's no added sugar. And that's the thing these days is there's added sugar in everything. You think something's good for you, and it's not. Because they'll say keto friendly. And this is what I want to show you. I don't like this particular flavor, but Kirkland has 4 different flavors. And they bundle, my favorite is peanut butter, and they bundle that with the cookies and cream, which is my least favorite. And this is supposed to have like between 3 and 5 net carbs. Well, the new box last week has this red stripe going up. It says, see nutritional information, because it was updated. Well, guess what? They changed it from 3 to 5 carbs to 10 plus carbs per. And I'm like, when I'm on the road and I'm in, let's say in New Hampshire, I'm there all day driving around, I use those as a snack, and I say, okay, I can have like 6 of these, and then tonight I'll have a salad or just meat. Well, now I find out that was 60 carbs I was having, and not, 20 carbs. So that really annoyed the crap out of me. So now I have to be more careful. So I found these. These are Quest peanut butter cups. There's 2 in a package, and it's 1 carb per serving. Now, those aren't bad. They have more of that carb-free chocolate than peanut butter. However, the problem with those is they're expensive, but it was buy 1 box, get 1 box free, or not free, or half price or something, but it worked out to just over $1 a package, which isn't too far off from a regular Reese's peanut butter cup. Granted, regular Reese's peanut butter cups are the bomb. Speaking of peanut butter, this is my weakness. The BJ's organic peanut butter, it's really good. I could eat a half a jar one sitting if I wanted to. So I got to limit myself to 4 tablespoons max, but sometimes I find myself having like 6 or 8 tablespoons because it just tastes really good. So that's where that sits right now. So today was the first day I tried to retrain my body to not have breakfast anymore because I was having breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. Now I'm trying to go down to 2 meals a day again, and a snack if I really need it. Still all keto, and I'm still doing all keto. It's more dirtier now than it was last year. I'm doing keto, but it's still keto. Now, the thing is, I had 600 calories for lunch, and then I was still hungry. So what did I do? I went and I grabbed like a couple of snacks that brought me up to 1,000 calories. I got the cheese wisps. All it is like different kinds of cheeses, 100 calories worth with 1 carb. Some of them have no carbs. And it's like lack of a better word, it's like a potato chip, What do we got? 5 minutes left for the wings. So that's what I've been doing. And the problem I have now since the winter's here, my treadmill was wrong one showed up. Is it's hard for me to retrain my body to go back down to 2,000 calories because I was doing 4,000 calories a day for the last couple of months. I was 90 pounds down a few months ago. Now, like I said, I'm 81 today. And next week I might be 85, and then maybe 90 again. You know, so there's a 10-pound swing. Now, to me, it looks. Well, let me see. I don't know if the video. If someone can chime in to tell me if the video looks clear or not. For some reason, I'm only streaming at 720, and I don't know why. But you know, I always see myself as fat still, and it's just a mindset. You know, I always used to slouch, and I still do. That's just kind of the way I was. So it made my gut look worse. So if we look at my gut now, I gotta wait for the camera to adjust. And if I stand upright, now I got long legs and a short torso, but you know, I don't have a gut. I mean, I'm sucking it in a little bit because that's kind of habit, but right now, I'm at rest. And I never, by the way, I never tuck in my shirt. I purposely tucked in my shirt to show you what I looked like when I wasn't tucking in my shirt in the duns. My wife, it's kind of funny about that. And the veins pop out of my arms now because I'm working out. And yeah, there's not much muscles there, but it's getting there. And once I start to commit myself more with some things and get some more exercises done and up to, again, I got to get back on track. And unfortunately, I'm delayed another 2 to 4 weeks with that treadmill. I'm going to just check the wings quick here. I'll leave them in there for another minute. And because I know my daughter wants some. Yes, you could say hello really quick.
Hello.
Dawn is out right now. She'll be back in a few minutes. So that's what keto is for me. And my brother says to me, and I'm not a keto professional. I go to him because I hate looking stuff up, and I say, what do you think about this? He goes, hey, didn't we talk about this? I'm like, yeah, I just don't remember. He says, when in doubt, one ingredient. What does he mean by that? Well, ground beef is one ingredient. Chicken, one ingredient. Sweet Italian sausage, that's not one ingredient. Now, there's some sweet Italian sausages that are better than others, but those will have between 0 and 2 carbs. But they do have some, it is a processed food. So you got to stay away from processed food, sugar, starches, stuff like that. I have several different kinds of pizza that I've been working on. I have some with the fathead dough crust, all mozzarella crust, which is surprisingly good, and I also do ground chicken as a crust, and that is pretty good, and they all hold up pretty well. So that's where that stands. So let me pull this out quick here, because I know my daughter is going to be hungry. Now, I like my wings crispier than most people, probably. Let's see if you can see that good. You can see that right there. And I'll zoom in a little bit. So my daughter likes the extra crispy ones, and she's going to want a smaller one. So she eats like a bird. So I'm going to say that she's probably going to want that one. Natalia, you want to come pick a piece? Now, I always overcook these a little bit to begin with, and that's preference. I've gotten food poisoning from other places, from restaurants. I've never gotten food poisoning here at home or at my mother's house. So for me, you know, 165, I think they say, but 170, 180 or higher, hey, that's fine. They're still good. They're still juicy inside. And she isn't here yet. Natalia?
Yes.
You got to come pick your chicken.
Okay.
Let's see if she picks the one I said. I think that one. But she may go for one of those two. Let's see.
Okay.
Point to the one you want.
Let's think.
Come on.
Probably that one.
That one?
And probably that one.
Okay, you want two? All right.
Yeah, I want two.
All right. This for two. Now for me, this is where being anal retentive about things is I got my scale out there, and I'm going to weigh my chicken. I weigh everything. And people say you need to stop weighing your food. It's going to drive you crazy. However, it's the only way I can keep myself in check because I don't want to say I don't have an eating disorder, but I see food, I eat it. So as they say, they call it the seafood diet. So I'm going to zero out the scale, and I'm going to throw in my 6 pieces there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to weigh it, and I got 15.5 ounces. So I'm going to put this there, and now you're going to see me move them, and I'll cook these for about at least 10 minutes because I like them nice and crisp. And these are already spiced up. So let me get this quick here. All right. I love this Omo air fryer. I tell you, we use it every day without fail. So let me put that in there. And I'm going to go down to, last couple of times 10 minutes wasn't enough. I don't know why, but I am going to leave those for 11, 12 minutes. Sorry about that, but I use the OMO every day. I still got the other 2 air fryers there. There's the GoWISE air fryer, and the air fryer oven's behind it. I've kind of, for lack of a better word, abandoned them for the moment because I don't, you know, this is working out pretty well for me. OMMO, you know, all disclaimers, you know, of everything. They are supposed to send me a coupon code, so anybody who wants to buy one can get a good discount. And I really wish they would send it to me. Twice they have promised me, and I don't know what the holdup is. Maybe they have to create another code on Amazon or something. I don't know how that works for them. But, you know, again, full disclosure, I may receive a small commission on that. You don't pay any more for it, but they do give me some. So I now going to break all these wings in half. And I never used to like hot sauce. However, going keto has kind of made me like hot sauce. Yes, lip smack. People, I've now had a few people give me shit for, for eating my food on video or finger smacking. Listen, I could leave out the video or I can warn you that I'm going to be eating. However, the expressions on my face are going to tell you how it is. Anybody could cook a food and say, oh yeah, here it goes, yes, now you can make it too. But I eat it because I want to know what it is, because if I screw it up, you're going to see it on my face. I haven't seen any questions come across, and I don't know if that's a problem with, I saw Jack's originally, but for some reason, again, my phone is not telling me anything. So what I am going to add is Frank's wing sauce. Now, I don't want to say interesting story, but I make my own wing sauce by using the Frank's Red Hot as a base, and then I add butter, some spices, some mustard to it, and by accident I bought the wing sauce. And to be honest, I like the Red Hot by itself better than their wing sauce, but I also like making my own. But it's just easier to use this, and it's, you know, no calories, no carbs. It just has basically a lot of sodium. So the dog's watching me here. So get these. Get a lot of hot sauce. The extra hot sauce is for you, Jack. My friend Jack there, he loves the hot sauce. If you're not easily offended by words, go give his channel a look. He likes doing the hot food reviews and some of those other foods like that. So now, there you go. All right. So here you go. You got those hot wings, and you got the plain wings. Donna will have the plain. All right. As I've said before, I always enjoy, when I was younger, I would always eat the drumsticks. And yeah, let me move that out of the way for you. 1 second, folks. I always love the drumsticks, but I've come to like flats now more than the drumsticks. But you got to try one of each, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna try this one because it's in the way. Warning for people who don't like to see me eat or finger smack. I'm going to eat now, so turn away. Can you open the barrel? Thank you. Yeah. Like I said, I like the heat now. Not too much still, because my stomach can't take a lot of heat. But finger smacking, look away. The dog can't look away though. But I've become more tolerant of it because keto has shown me that a lot of the